Yes, that is O.J. Simpson. I encountered him here in Vegas. The thumbnail is not fake. I did really met him. Meet him. Sorry. Meet. Yes, O.J. was in Summerlin. It's a suburb here in Las Vegas, north of here. That's where Mark Wahlberg is going to reside in the future. And I met him. How do I describe him? Okay, if you look at my side over here in the thumbnail, okay, no, that was my dad. My dad in his peak was 6'2", so he's around 6'3". Okay, a big man, big hands. And one thing, very nice, very cordial. He reminds me of what I call this that a politician. He really knows how to handle people. One thing I like about him is that like about him, he was down to earth. Okay, like celebrities don't brush up. No, not him. Now, I lived through the O.J. Simpson era. Okay, one thing I like about what I like about the O.J. Simpson. One thing I like about the college was uncounted history. Okay, and it's a piece of history that I lived through because in my college days. Okay, when I met them at that, I was thinking, that what did they feel? I feel normal, but then one thing I kind of my my gut feel is like it's just a normal person, nothing like the like he's a killer or something, nothing, no feelings about that. But one thing I noticed about him is that he's very after our encounter, he just turned it off, he walked away, and he feels detached. And one thing I also noticed about him, he loves blonde girls. Okay, there was this girl that walked past us after our picture taking here by my brother, and his eyes lit up. Oh, look at the blonde! Wow, I love blondes. As he walked back to the restaurant, where he was headed to, and it was just wow. But it was exciting though. But the one thing about that in the picture, I got some flack from some of my friends in my Facebook, but it's not my job to judge them. Okay, I saw it was during the 90s. So for all those people here who are younger than me, they broadcast the Tron TV. It was like a show, and the reason why he got exonerated is this: he had a good defensive team who poked holes in the prosecutor's case. So it's good to have money, especially if you're in trouble. And I watched the thing like that, and I can tell you something. After, if I can watch this, the trial again, chances are that I will still come back and say, no, I don't know what was the trial about because it was so long, and what Johnny Cochran has such a screen presence. You listen to him. He took over the trial. And he told him this, blah blah. No, there's holes in the case. I don't care what he said about racism. Okay, but he said procedures was not followed, and and also that back in the LAPD was well, there was they were involved in the police brutality thing with Rodney King. It was like 91, because I know because I was still a sophomore in college when that happened. So it was a part of the racial tension in California, because all the police were monitoring that. If that thing blew, there might be riots across the country, and that's the thing. Also involved by politics. The governor was of California watching, and they're watching because if this thing blows up like that, chances are we'll be put in martial law. And at least that the case went by, and it was done, but they have a show, we call it that with John Travolta, and he portrayed one of the lawyers in the movie. Okay, is he guilty? I don't know. That's God's way to God's that's God's eyes, not me. When I'm not there, it was a painful thing because you know why? The thing that came to hit close to home is the kid that died there. I forgot his name. The waiter, Goldstein, I think. Goldstein's from Buffalo Grove, and he was about maybe a year older from me, and his high school was a rival high school of mine in Chicago. So I started with Chicago. So he would hit. So I was thinking, oh man, this guy's about the same age as me then, and he died. And it was just sad because he sees family because Ronald Goldman, his father, was the same age as my dad, and my dad felt for him. Felt my dad said we call us that when we saw Ronald Goldman, said that man's not gonna stop hounding OJ because you know why? If your kid gets killed at that, there's there's bad blood between them. So right now that when he died that he never even paid the Goldman family the civil lawsuit. He never paid the whole judgment because he hid all the money. But that's the thing that we could watch. Down the road that there'll be more books written about this case. But my encounter with him it was fun. Like it's just like kind of like a page of history that walked out in front of me. So guys, enjoy. Your man from Las Vegas again says hi.